strong.
Well, as you watch them high above in our RoboCam from the ceiling of the Georgia Dome, Hepler, Villapoto, and Reed. Three-rider battle for second. Brock Hepler, named after the great Brock Glover, who's here tonight.
A number of Supercross greats are in the house here tonight, of course. Even some of the Georgia natives, Billy Lyles, Keith Turpin, going way back there. Great to see those guys here attending.
Johnny O'Mara's here.
Yeah,
John's here.
Yeah, most of these guys are attending with their kids now, you know.
And this fight for second continues, and it's a good one. Over the finish line jump, they're now 9.7 seconds behind Stewart, but the battle between these three is as tight as you can get, and Millsap's trying to make it a four-way fight.
Well, and you can see Brock Hepler really has the rhythm right now. Villapoto tries to get up the inside. Can Hepler? No! Hepler leaves the door open.
And that's going to give Villapoto the look he was hoping for. He's right there with him. Can he finish him off in the next corner? Yes, and Reed slides through as well. He'll take over third place.
Listen to the crowd here in the Georgia Dome. They're liking this battle for second place.
Now, can Villapoto and Reed try to click off some of the time between them and Stewart?
Going to be tough. Stewart is flying right now. 49-second lap time. Villapoto and Reed were at a 50, but they were also following Hepler, who was at a 50, so that lap around, Villapoto and Reed dipping down into the 49, but they're going to have to pick it up if they're going to catch our leader, James Stewart.
They are 11 seconds behind James Stewart right now. There he is, James Stewart, going for his 7th win in a row. He has won every round this year except for the season opener in Anaheim. He was leading there when he got into a crash with Chad Reed. They were running 1 and 2 going into the loop section. They got together. They both went down. Stewart was knocked out of the race. Reed continued to finish third. If he's able to hold on here tonight and take the win, it would break the tie, top the points, and solidly give it to Stewart.
Stewart just so connected with his machine at this point. I talked about it last week, but he rides qualifying practice. He rides his heat. Now once again, he's riding the main on his terms, 100% of the day on his terms. What Chad Reed and the other riders have to do is try to stand in Stewart's way by taking him out of that. When Stewart starts first in the main event, first in his heats, it just allows him to get away. So,
but look at the pressure Reed's putting on Villapoto.
Well, and this is a great ride for Villapoto, who
boy, big mistake there, Jeff. That could have cost him. Here comes Reed. He's got him. Jumps past him to take second place. And a rider down in front of him, the other end of the sand section. Here comes Villapoto back. Oh, that slow rider gets in the way of Reed. And it costs Reed the spot.
Chad Reed works so hard to get past Villapoto, takes advantage of the mistake, and then a lap rider gets in the way.
Was that Matt Barney?
We'll take another look here as they come through the sand section. That's the Hart and Huntington. That's Adams.
Yeah, and he 59.
Yeah, and Adams tried to go to the right, which that was the right thing for him to do. But Chad Reed guessed right.
Here he comes again. Reed back. Got the spot away. Boy, how quick he can turn.
Chad Reed, he's on fire right now. He knows that he has to keep this championship close. He has to give it 110% every lap through. Now let's see if Chad Reed can make a dent in this points, or in this lead, which is 13.8 seconds that James Stewart has. 8 laps to go.
Yamaha trying to go undefeated in this season. 8 races, 8 wins. Going back a little deeper, this is a fight between Hepler and Short over 4th. Brock Hepler in blue on the number 60 has the spot right now.
Well, Hepler really has put in a great ride. He's been very solid right now, running 4th. Another Yamaha rider there, 33, Josh Grant, riding for Gibbs Racing. They had a busload of people from the race shop down here supporting this team.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them that made the trip down from Charlotte to come enjoy the Supercross competition and cheer on their teammates here tonight.
Whoa,
Grant, big problem.
What a shot from the overhead camera. Managed to keep it on two wheels there in the sand section. And that's what's so tricky about that. You have the sand and then the Dragon's back and then more sand. So it's unstable. There's not traction. That's what makes it so tough for these riders to maneuver the bikes through.
Grant trying to get himself back in the top 5. Remember, he's been in the top 5 each and every round except for San Diego. Right now, he's fighting over 6th with Millsaps.
And look who's just behind Grant. Ivan Tedesco putting on another strong ride. Not quite the starts that he was throwing down earlier in this. Oh, here's Grant.
He's going to get 6th away from Millsaps in the corner. Now he's got to go chase down Andrew Short. But look at Tedesco. He's going to get a position away from Millsaps, too.
Ivan Tedesco, just an excellent piece of work there as he took advantage of Millsaps being pushed to the outside and just really followed right in behind Grant and took that inside line away from Millsaps.
Millsaps was late getting to the line, Jeff. Looked maybe a little out of his game. Struggled to get there. Then got a great start. Now he's kind of dripping back a little bit. Here's Short and Hepler. This is a fight for 4th.
Short to the inside.
That'll give him the position. He's going to take it in front of the mechanics area. So now Hepler drops back to 5th, and that's right where Grant wants to be to get back on track in those top 5 finishes.
Yeah, and this is a great ride for Hepler. He might have just got past, gave up 4th, but you got to remember where he's starting from this season. Coming off a couple of really bad injuries, a crash last week, a top 5 in the main event tonight for Hepler is going to be like a win. So he has to control his heart rate, keep his cool, not make any mistakes.
Aaron's been a tremendous ride by Brock Hepler tonight.
Definitely a hard charge by Brock Hepler. He did have his x-rays and there was nothing broken, and he wasn't able to ride at all this week. But the one thing that he did say to me is he is hoping and praying that this track that is known for getting so rutted won't get too rutted because it will affect his wrist. He said it still is pretty sore and it makes it very difficult to hold on, especially for 20 solid laps.
But Jeff, he looks very solid through those whoops. I mean, he really is able to keep his body position nice, straight. I mean, that's a sign that everything is working for him physically, I would think.
Yeah, he's putting in a fine ride here tonight, but like you said, the wrist is weak. He has to minimize the mistakes. No coming up short on the jumps, no casing stuff. See, right there, came up a little short. That's when the pain starts to come through the wrist.
Well, now Grant is starting to reel him in. That's going to be that battle for 5th to see if Grant can get back on a streak of being in the top 5. Well, there he is, James Stewart, our race leader. If he can hold on to take this win for Yamaha, it would break a tie between Yamaha and Honda with the most wins here in Atlanta at 10.
Watch the gate drop, Ralph. Look how late Chad Reed is compared to James Stewart. Oh, split second, but it was a half a bike length off of the gate. You see Hill on the inside. He jumped the gate, got caught in it. And look right there, Stewart out front by himself. Chad Reed buried on the inside, mid-pack across the line. I mean,
that's the story.
He gave it up. That's it. I think Chad Reed's strong enough. I think he's fast enough, but he has to get out front.
There's Matt Bonney on the 54. Stewart alongside of him. Oh, Tedesco and Grant go down in the sand section.
Uh-oh, the sand bit 2 riders that were inside of the top 10. Here we go.
This was for 5th with Hepler. Oh, Tedesco just landed on it.
That was bad judgment. Hepler was in line. Grant decided not to jump the Dragon's back. Tedesco still went for it and was just directly in the line of Grant and landed right on the back of him. From this point, you would think that Ivan would have seen that he was right there in that line, but obviously he thought differently, and both riders outside of the top 10.
Jeff, as we said before the start of the main, when James Stewart doesn't crash, he wins 100% of his main events to date. He's going for his 7th in a row, going for his 2nd championship. Can you think of an athlete in any other sport who's racking up the numbers like this man?
Yeah, it's pretty tough, especially in an individual sport like this. Stewart has just excelled. And
Tiger Woods doesn't win every golf tournament.
No.